Our Story Productions presents Martin County on TV, spotlighting the organizations, businesses, and citizens who are making a difference in our community today. And with interviews and stories done by local television shows over the last 25 years, here you're sure to learn more about the county we call home. Get ready for This is Martin County on TV.
Greetings, fellow Martin Countyans. Welcome to Where's That Business, the game show where we quiz members of our community with photographs of various businesses and landmarks around Fairmont to see how well they know the community. I'm your host, Blake Potthoff, Executive Director of the Fairmont Opera House, and with me today are three fellow Martin Countyans here. Today's game is about Fairmont and downtown Fairmont specifically, and today the grand prize, my fellow Martin Countyans, is something to be coveted. It is bragging rights. So, and by the way, those who win get to come back for our next installment of Where's That Business. So, we'll get started today by introducing our competitors. We'll start right here. Please introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? And how excited are you to be here today?
My name is Mina. I'm from 12 Baskets, and our mission is and always has been to fund options pregnancy center.
All right, Mina, thank you so much for being here. We are so excited to have you. Next.
I'm Adam Garbers from Fairmont National Agency here in downtown Fairmont. We are an insurance agency that's been here since 1901.
All right, thank you, Adam. And finally, on the end.
I am Kelsey Delling, and I'm with D&S Trophies and Embroidery downtown in Fairmont. We kind of do a little bit of everything, screen printing, embroidery, and trophies.
All right, Mina, Adam, and Kelsey, so excited to have you here today. Thank you for being gullible enough to be here today. So we're very excited to get the round started. We've got some businesses here today. Our contestants will be looking at pictures of those businesses of downtown Fairmont, and we'll see who knows where that business is. Here we go. So number one, are you ready, contestants? Here we are. All right, so number one, where's that business?
D's Floral.
Mina rings in with D's Floral. Ladies and gentlemen, that is D's Floral from right downtown here in Fairmont. D's Floral and Design. Now that's the place that you can go pick out flowers. We've got home decorations. I myself am partial to the farmhouse decorations, being that I live on a farm. But check out everything you need at D's Floral and Designs right here downtown Fairmont. Very good. We got 1 point on the board for our friend Mina. Now, the rest of you need to get on the board because there's only a limited number of questions here. All righty. Let's go to number two in Where's That Business?
Thrifting with Purpose.
Oh, no, that's not Thrifting with a Purpose. Anybody else ringing in? 3, 2, 1. Oh, no takers on that one. That picture right there is from Easy Own right here in Fairmont, where you can get furniture, you can get appliances. You go in there, check it out, and it's easy to own right there at Easy Own downtown Fairmont. We got 1 for Mina, 0 for Adam, and 0 for Kelsey. Come on, guys. Here we go. Number 3, where's that business?
Is that Giddy Up?
Mina was first. Is that Giddy Up Boutique? That is Giddy Up Boutique. My goodness, Mina's flying around the board here. She's been apparently everywhere downtown. Giddy Up Boutique right here downtown Fairmont, where you can get all sorts of clothes for young women and girls and everybody in between. Make sure you check out Giddy Up Boutique right here downtown Fairmont. You can't miss it. It's a big pink and purple building, so make sure you check it out for all of your Giddy Up Boutique needs. All right, 2 on the board for Mina. Now let's go with number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, where is that business? Oh boy, who was first? I think it was Adam. Adam, how about you? What do you think that is?
That's Edie's Cafe.
That is Edie's Cafe. Look at that. Edie's, a local establishment here right downtown Fairmont. They've got wonderful pancakes. That's my favorite to go to, along with the side of a 3-egg omelet with some ham, tomatoes, and cheese. That's my go-to right here at Edie's of Fairmont. Very good, Adam. You're on the board. Kelsey is the only one who's not on the board. Let's see if we can change that with business number 5.
Indulge Salon.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Indulge Salon and Spa right here downtown Fairmont. Kelsey is on the board. That's right. All of our participants are on the board now. Mina with 2, Adam with 1, and Kelsey with 1. Indulge Salon and Spa. Get your hair cut. You get your hair dyed. Do all that other stuff that I should do more often because I look like this. So check out Indulge Salon and Spa right here downtown Fairmont. Nice work, everybody. We're getting everybody on the board, and we're going to keep going here with number 6. Are you ready? Number 6. Where's that business? Oh, we got Kelsey. Kelsey, where's that business?
El Agave?
El Agave Restaurant, right down across from the Fairmont Opera House. Great Mexican food. Actually, probably the best Mexican food that I have ever had. And I'm a frequent visitor there to drink some margaritas. Usually after 5 o'clock. So if you like margaritas and like Mexican food, make sure you get down to El Agave, and they'll serve you drinks probably at noon too, but I would never do that. Oh, they do? Adam knows, see? So go down there, get your margaritas, get your Mexican food right here at El Agave, downtown Fairmont. All right, so we've got score check here. We've got 2 for Mina, 1 for Adam, and 2 for Kelsey. And we are on to number 7 in a very, very close game of Where's That Business? So, number 7, Where's That Business? Oh, Adam's close. Oh, Kelsey beats him. Kelsey, where's that business?
Riverbend?
Riverbend Office Supplies right here downtown Fairmont. Now, you can get things printed there. You can pick up paper there. I was just there earlier today and got myself a new office chair. So check out Riverbend Business Supply Products right here downtown Fairmont. You can also check out their website, riverbendbusinessproductsexpress.com. Check out Riverbend for all your office supply needs. Kelsey is taking the lead now. We've got 2 for Mina, 1 for Adam. Come on, Adam. Thought we were going to get you on the margarita one here. Now, we are off to question 8. Contestants, are you ready for question 8? Ladies and gentlemen, where's that business? Where is that business? 3, 2, 1. Oh, nobody rang in. That is Replay Video Games, Electronics, and More right here downtown Fairmont. Now, that is the place to go if you need some video game supplies. And let me tell you, I like myself some video game supplies. So check out Replay Video Games, Electronics, and More for all of your video game needs. They have the consoles, they have the video games, they have everything. And I think they even have little figurines, which are personally my favorite. I have a bunch on my desk. So check out Replay Video Games, Electronics, and More. All right, so let's do a score check. We've got 2 for Mina, 1 for Adam, and 3 for Kelsey. Now, we've got 2 more left. We're at number 9 here. So number 9, we're going to check out Where's That Business?
That's that awesome Mexican grocery store downtown. What's the name of it again? Lost something.
Hey, that's close enough for me, Adam. We're going to get that point on the board. That is Las Pantrecas. I failed Spanish in high school. So go talk to them because they'll tell you the name of the business. But you're right. They have tons of really, really great product there. All the piñatas and the grocery supplies that you could ever want. So I do believe it is Las Pontronkas. So check out that store. It's in the old Anderson Clothing Building right here, downtown Fairmont. So final score check here right before our last question. Now, we need Adam or Mina to get this question to force a tiebreaker, which I hope doesn't happen because I don't think I prepared a tiebreaker. So we're going to go and score check. Mina, we've got 2, Adam has 2, and Kelsey in the lead with 3, leading into this final question of Where's That Business? So, contestants, here is your final Where's That Business question.
Jake's.
Oh, Mina's quick at it. Jake's Pizza. That is Jake's Pizza. Look at that. Mina pulls into a tie for first place with 3. That is Jake's Pizza. Now, Jake's Pizza, in my opinion, has some of the best pizza in Fairmont. It is wonderful. It's a local family-owned business right here downtown Fairmont. You can't miss it. It looks like a log cabin downtown. It's got a big green Jake's Pizza sign, so go in and check it out. And not only do they have pizza, but they have wonderful sandwiches as well. So that's Jake's Pizza right here downtown Fairmont. Nice work, Mina. Very quick on the dinger right there. All right, well, we ended up with a tie. Mina with 3, Adam, unfortunately, with 2. Oh, Adam. And boo. You said it, not me. I just reiterated. And then Kelsey with 3. So we've got a tie between Mina and Kelsey. And I was just kidding. Of course I have a tiebreaker prepared. So between the 2 of you, we get to figure out who is the winner to come back, not only to have bragging rights, but to try to win this thing again when we play Where's That Business? So without further ado, here's the tiebreaker. Kelsey and Mina, where's that business? Kelsey.
Fairmont Opera House.
Fairmont Opera House. Look at that. Of course I would prepare the Fairmont Opera House for the tiebreaker. Kelsey, you are the winner today of Where's That Business? Guess what you win? Guess what? Just bragging rights and our very fancy traveling trophy for Where's That Business. We are so excited that Kelsey is the winner today. Kelsey, check this out. I'm going to turn around and everybody gets to see my good side. Here we go. Look at this traveling trophy. And by the way, that is not a joke. That is my much better side, because otherwise you have to look at this face, which unfortunately for you, all 3 had to do today. But guess what, Kelsey? You get to go home with this and you get to shine it and look at your face in that shiny, lovely trophy right there. Thank you so much for your participation today. Adam and Mina, you guys are wonderful contestants, and thank you so much for working here in downtown Fairmont. We love you, we support you, and we hope everybody else loves and supports them as well. That's all for today, folks, of Where's That Business? I've been your host today, Blake Potthoff, the Executive Director of your Fairmont Opera House. We can't wait to see you again on another installment of Where's That Business on Martin County on TV.
The Pioneer Museum has been in existence since 1956 and reflects the history of Martin County. We are excited to share with you some of the highlights of what we have to offer. For more information, visit our website.
Hey Jim, I want you to get in this iron lung.
Yep, you're the boss.
You got that right. Hold up just a minute. Maybe not a good idea. You might not fit very well.
Yeah.
So go ahead and slide it back. We're in the Carlson room of the Pioneer Museum. We're going to take a look at a few unique items. This one right here is called an iron lung. It was used back in the 50s prior to the polio vaccine. People that had polio actually would go in this machine. You want to pull that out, Jim?
Absolutely.
They would fit in here. Their head would come up that end. These are openings, and to be honest, I'm not totally sure what they're all used for, but it would kind of be intuitive that it's probably for them to reach out and grab things, food or something to drink, and perhaps for putting something in there, medication or who knows what. The controls are down here, and they might be in this machine for, who knows, kind of indefinitely, depending upon how their disease progressed.
Well,
So what do you think, Jim? Is that someplace Anybody with claustrophobia would want to feel very comfortable being?
No, I can't imagine that they would want to be in there for very long at all.
No, that doesn't sound or look good at all. Fortunately, the polio vaccine has taken care of the fact that we don't need to use any of these items any longer.
Sure.
What can you tell us about that over there, Jim? That looks like kind of a unique piece. I don't think we see it around any longer.
Yeah, no, this is a steam whistle, and this was used at the power plant, I think the one up by George Lake.
I think that was where it's at, yeah.
Yeah, and this would blow throughout the day, and in communities like Fairmont, these smaller communities, we would rely on whistles or bells to kind of regulate your time. So you can see here, it'd blow at 7 o'clock for the beginning of the workday, it'd blow at noon and 1 o'clock to signal your lunch hour, 6 o'clock, which is the end of the workday, and then believe it or not, they had a curfew at 10 o'clock. So when this whistle rang at 10 o'clock, you better be home, Lenny.
Well, I can see from that we're going to have to start our workday a little sooner here at the museum. Instead of 8:30, 7 a.m., we're going to have to work right until 6.
Yeah. I'm not going to get to sleep in as much as I get to now.
We're still in a Carlson room in the Pioneer Museum. A really interesting piece I'd like to show you from KSUM is the original transmitter. This came into the museum in 3 pieces. Most of the internal components were removed, but still very heavy. 1, 2, 3, 3 different sections. They were brought in, rolled in by about 15 people, pulling them on rugs. The transmitter was from the inception of KSUM back in 1948. It probably transmitted throughout southern Minnesota. I'm not sure of the exact how far it went. Things have changed quite a bit. Transmitters now would be much smaller than this. You can just imagine how technology has made quite a change. These are all the gauges, and to be honest, I'd like to tell you what each one of them means, but I don't really have any idea of what they mean. More gauges over here, dials, there's on and off switches. It's just really a unique and interesting piece. It's just amazing how technology has changed over the years from something this large to now the size of transmitters.
Say, Lenny, I really need some fashion advice for the upcoming season here. What do you think suits me better? The black or the pink?
You know, this reminds me of a radio personality. Used to be on KSUM.
Would that be Annabelle Webb?
That's who it is, Annabelle Webb.
Yeah.
I like the pink. I think that goes well with you.
Well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Why don't you grab that picture of Annabelle, now that you mention it. Annabelle Webb was a very well-known radio personality on KSUM. She would broadcast from her home. She interviewed local people. She interviewed well-known people like Liberace, for instance, plus many other well-known individuals, whether they be politicians or people in show business. Just a really unique and very well-liked individual in the local area.
You can kind of see here where I got my inspiration. Wasn't she known for these hats around town?
She certainly was, and we have a hat collection up in the, which room is that in again?
That would be the hunt room.
The hunt room,
Yeah.
okay. So if you get a chance, stop up at the hunt room and take a look at, she's probably got 10 to 15 hats up there, don't you?
Yeah, well, speaking of which, I'm going to go try a few more of those on.
Sounds like a winner. Okay, we have another radio personality that was on KSUM I'd like to tell you about. Before I do, take a look at all these very interesting and unique older radios. Get a chance to stop into the museum. I think you'll find them very interesting. The other individual I'd like to tell you a little bit about, if I don't knock this cup off, is a person named Marv Carlson. As you can tell, he was on KSUM as well. He was an individual that had a secondhand store. He was an auctioneer, and he had a regular show on KSUM where he would give the news, information on the farm markets, and all those kinds of things. A very, very unique individual, well known throughout the county. And that's not all. We've got more that we're going to see in this room. We're still in the Carlson room, and in the Carlson room we have a lot of the larger items, motorized vehicles and horse-drawn vehicles. This one in particular is a really well taken care of unique piece. It's a Model T, 1914 Model T Ford. It was started, you'd have to crank it, and the engine is still, we're able to see. You want to lift that up, Jim? Really a unique and well put together piece.
Yeah, it's in a great shape, great condition. You can see a lot of the original pieces, the lantern style lighting. We got the wooden spoke wheels down here. It only opened from the passenger side, so gentlemen, help your best gal out there. And you also had the soft top convertible roof here. Just a really awesome piece. Say, Lenny, think I could take this out for a spin sometime?
Not a chance, Jim. No, we don't want to wreck it. We want to make sure.
Well, I never get to play with the cool stuff.
Oh, well. Again, a beautiful piece, a Model T Ford. Speaking of Ford, the fourth oldest Ford dealership in the nation is Fairmont Ford. And here's a display of Fairmont Ford. It tells a little bit about the history of the company. It shows some pictures. It's got a book about the Ford line. It's really a unique and interesting display. Got some history in the back. Fairmont Ford was started by John Grill back in 1909. He came from Sherburne. He moved to Fairmont. And 1914 opened up a dealership at the corner of Park Street and 3rd. They had a big fire there back in the 1950s, over $200,000 in damage. They rebuilt and they're still going strong. And Jim, what do you think about the Carlson room?
Well, I think there's too much to cover. There's just a ton to see here. It's really an awesome room. Big items, small items. It's just packed to the gills. So I think everybody should come and check it out.
Absolutely right. There's a lot of things to see here at the Carlson room.
Martin County on TV, Flashback.
Today on our story, I'm going to explain to you how to set up a bar for a cocktail party. Some of the glassware we're going to need, I'll start out with one that is very familiar to people. It is the Martini Glass, or it's called a cocktail glass, Manhattans, etc. The other glass that I think is a very important glass to have is a old-fashioned. This one is a double old-fashioned. There's no use getting the small one. It doesn't work. People just keep going back and forth to the bar anyway. The next glass you're going to need will be a highball. And the highball glass can also serve as a Tom Collins glass. The last glass you're going to need for just a regular cocktail party bar is a wine glass. So you should always serve either a white wine or a red wine. Depending on your furnishings, match the wine to your furnishings. If you are serving also at this cocktail party sweets and cakes or things like that, you're going to need a brandy or a liqueur glass. These two glasses come in very handy for sweets. The next thing you need is to always have the accoutrements for mixers, whatever they might be, a cocktail shaker, a strainer to strain after you've mixed everything up. This is a strainer. And then you will have a muddler, which is this spoon. What a muddler does is that you can put mint leaves and stuff in the bottom of a glass or a pitcher, and you smash the mint leaves to get the infusion of mint into the drink or whatever you're trying to muddle. And always have a pitcher of water handy for mixing. The next thing to have is your bar drinks that you're going to have, places to put all of your things like olives, onions, the little pickled onions, the lemons, and the limes. And of course, you always have to have ice. One of the things you should always have available at any cocktail party is coffee. Always have coffee handy for people who want coffee, and always have a soft drink handy for people who want soft drinks. At this point, I'm going to show you I collect decanters, so I prefer to have a lot of my liqueurs that I'm going to serve in a decanter. So if I'm serving a hard liqueur, and this would be like for bourbons and whiskeys and scotches and stuff. You can see by the shape of the decanter. It's quite heavy, it's quite a substantial piece. And then you get yourself a really neat funnel. You can also use Rubbermaid, that works just as well. And then you decant. So when you come up to the buffet, you will see all of them. You won't see any liquor bottles. What you're going to see is everything in a decanter. And so we would find what it is. So if it's a scotch or a whiskey, you have a label for it. These neat little labels, you can find them almost any place. The next thing, and I always say that it's at any dinner that you serve or anything like that, if you're serving a red wine, you want to actually decant the red wine. And the reason you do is you want the red wine to breathe and you want to get air into the wine. You'll find that this funnel has a strainer in it. And anytime you do wines, you should always use a funnel that has a strainer in it. So in honesty, this is another way where you can use your decanters, your collections, to actually show off what you're serving. It gives people a different feel of what you think of what you're serving. It gives it a nice touch that you've done a personal concept with. And it's time to party on our story.
Martin County on TV, Flashback.
We at Our Story enjoy sharing with you entertainers who have performed throughout our area. These performers have been part of our story because they bring something special to us. Not only their talents, but their experiences shared openly. Gary Curie, who performed with Charlie Roth at the Fairmont Film Society October 20th, immediately became part of our story by sharing himself through a performance that wowed the crowd. Gary, who has played the accordion from age 5 and professionally from the age 12, showed us what it means to connect with an audience. We were making plans to share his performance with you when we received the word that Gary had passed away. We are proud that Gary is part of our story and would like to extend our sympathies to his family and many fans throughout the world.
Martin County on TV, Flashback.
Well, there you have it, another episode of Martin County on TV. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we welcome you to tune in again Thank our sponsors for making this happen, and remember, it's not just the past, but the present that tells our story.